How's it going, everybody? It's your boy KCG Trades back with another weekly watch list video. And in this past week, it was a little bit of a turbulent one due to the fact that the growth stocks got hit pretty hard. And can't lie, like I've been saying, it's been a pretty tough couple of weeks. I know many are frustrated with growth names, and many are even saying that growth will never happen again. So that's when you actually want to get interested in growth again. The great news is we did have a follow-through day on the S&P 500. If we take a look here, we had a nice follow-through day on Friday, strong volume. And now it actually confirmed our higher low. If you guys watched my last week video, I said that the S&P 500 could possibly hit the 50-day and bounce from here. And it did that exactly. And with Friday, we had a nice follow-through day. You never want to doubt a follow-through day. So the fact is we got a new higher low. So we're looking for continuation here. So for the S&P 500, I want to see this get above the 398, hit that 400 level, make new highs. And then for the NASDAQ, the QQQ, we would love to see, a breakout above this downtrend line. Overall, it's been rejected by the 50-day moving average a couple of times, 4 times in the past couple of weeks. But it is still setting up constructively, after the huge run up it's had. It's not uncommon for it to be choppy, for it to just consolidate like this. So we would like to see a breakout above this downtrend line, above all the moving averages and above this 50-day moving average, essentially for to be really aggressive in growth names. As of right now, growth names aren't really setting up. So we want to take our attention and focus it on other stocks that are setting up really well, with some growth. Obviously not the ideal environment we want to be trading in, but as traders we have to adapt, and this is what we're doing. So right now the semiconductor space is doing really well. If we take a look at SMH, which is the ETF, also just recently broke out of the downtrend line, broke above its 10, 20, 21 and 50-day moving average, closed at the highs as well. So if we take a look at the intraday, strong action with really strong volume coming in. So this shows you the space is really strong and looking to continue its run up after this little correction here. So overall I'm feeling pretty good. The market's finally showing us some signs of strength. The NASDAQ closed at the highs on Friday with huge volume coming in. If we take a look intraday, the overall day was very choppy, but at the end of the day, huge volume came in and we had a nice run from 309 to 316. Friday closes are always mean the most because that's when the real buying really comes in to know if buying is legit. So we need this to get above this downtrend line so we get back aggressive in growth names. But overall, like I said, feeling pretty good. Got a haircut, feeling good. So I'm really excited for the week. And in the names that I'm focusing on this week, I have 11 names. We have some semiconductor names. We have some growth names that we could take a look at, that if the market continues off its follow-through day and NASDAQ follows, these names should do really well. So starting off, the first stock on my watch list is Applied Materials, AMAT. All right, so for AMAT, Applied Materials, it had a beautiful breakout on Friday on strong volume, closing near the highs of the day. So on Monday, I'm not really looking to buy this immediately because we don't want to chase the breakout as it already broke out and it's already $3-4 above the breakout zone. What we want to see is basically maybe like a little pullback, a retest of this breakout levels on low volume. So I want to see essentially low volume pullback just to the breakout zone. And then I'll be looking to enter on the 124, 125 level. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to chase this, like I said. Obviously, since the semiconductor space is very strong right now, this could definitely continue rallying. If it does so, it'll do without me. But if it does, by any chance, pull back on low volume, I'll be very interested in getting into the stock at, like I said, the 125, 124.50 level. So that's pretty much for AMAT. The next stock is AVGO. AVGO is another stock in the semiconductor space that's looking really strong right now. Had huge volume on March 19th. I'm not sure why. But other than that, this stock is setting up very nicely. It does pay a dividend, but overall the stock is just setting up a nice downtrend line breakout. Friday was a huge move, actually under all its moving averages, starting at the 456 level and actually closed around the 482 level. Strong day, above average volume. So we're looking for continuation, like we said, with the semiconductor space. If we can continue the strength, these are the stocks I'm watching. AVGO, I'm just looking for a breakout above this downtrend line. It's essentially there right now. So we're just looking for a break above Friday's high around the 483, 44 level for a continued move, hopefully to the 500 levels. So that's pretty much it. Very simple. And the next stock we have is DraftKings DKNG. All right, so for DraftKings, it's been a very, up and down type of stock lately. And like I've been saying the past few weeks, as it's been on my watch list, we're waiting for some tight price action consolidation. Right now, it's still too wild for me. We were at the 74 level, and then we had a huge breakdown this past week, hitting the 60s level, but we did find support at the 50-day. We found support previously here off these wild swing days, and this was another one of those days. The good news is, like we said, we're finding support at the 50-day, but the action is still too up and down for my liking. Essentially, like, I do really want to get into the stock, but we do want to wait until the opportunity presents itself. So every week it'll probably be on my watch list until the setup forms. Want to see the 50-day hold moving forward, and hopefully we could get this stock back above the 21 and the 10 EMA, retest this breakout zone, and then maybe look for a buy above this breakout zone around the 72 level. Or if you want to take a very low risk entry, you could possibly buy around these levels with a stop right below the 60 level. That's not how I'm going to play, because it is still, like I said, very volatile. But for now, if you're interested in this stock, you could get in early. It might be a little choppy, a little volatile, but you have a lower risk. So for me, I'm just gonna wait until the setup properly forms. As of now, we're just watching this stock. So the next stock on my list is Facebook. All right, so with Facebook, it has been a very strong name as of late. Has been consolidating for the past 7 months, like we've been saying. Found really nice support around the 200-day moving average, and then broke out above this downtrend line here. Retested the 300 level, and now just breaking and just pulling back nicely to the 10 EMA. Found support at the 10 EMA and 21 EMA. And now we closed back above the 10, 21, and we're actually closed back above this downtrend line here. So this is actually a nice low risk spot for an entry here. If the NASDAQ can continue with its strength and the SPY can continue after its follow through day, I do see Facebook potentially making new highs here. So I'm just looking for an entry above this inside day candle that it had on Friday, above the 284 level. So I'm looking to enter around 285 with a stop just below the Friday's low around the 277 level. And looking for it to basically retest that 300 level and potentially break out into new highs above the 304 level. So that's really what I'm looking for in Facebook. And so the next stock I'm looking at is FND, Floor and Decor. All right, so with FND, it's showing an overall nice pattern here, looking to break out above this downtrend line. Has been on a very nice prior uptrend from the March lows, and just overall corrected with the overall market. Sorry about that. But now we're setting up nicely again. On Friday, we got back above the 50-day, 21, and 10 EMAs. So all the short-term moving averages and medium-term moving averages are below us, which is exactly what we want to see. Now, as long as the overall market continues its strength, I do believe FND can continue its strength as well, break out above this downtrend line. And what I'm essentially looking for is a breakout above that $100 psychological level, which coincides with the downtrend line. So if we get above that downtrend line, get above that $100 level, I will go long. And as long as the market continues its strength, I do believe this stock can retest those prior highs and potentially go into all-time highs, as they do have strong fundamentals and they do have strong estimates for growth in the future. This can be a potential winner already more than it is. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking for above that $100 level. Obviously, you want to see volume as well, so pay attention to that. And the next stock I'm looking for is FOUR, Shift4 Payments Inc. All right, so with FOUR, ticker symbol FOUR, it's been a very strong stock since its IPO, continuously making higher highs and higher lows, and just holding that 50-day moving average. So we're just looking to see if this will continue its action here. We recently had a breakout around March 10, March 11th, and then pulled back on lower volume back into the 50-day, held that, and then created this nice little falling wedge and broke out of it on strong volume, which is exactly what you want to see. It closed above its 10-21 EMAs, so that's also a positive sign. So essentially what I'm looking for is a break above this 86.50 level with a stop just around the 82 level to see if we can continue higher, potentially retesting these 99s level, the 99 level, its prior highs. And yeah, very simple. That's how I'm going to be playing it out. So the next stock I'm watching is QRVO. All right, so with QRVO, it is another stock in the semiconductor space. And like we said earlier, many of them are setting up for the exact same setup. So you just want to be in those stocks as long as the semiconductor space is continuously shows its strength. A lot of these names will just break out and then make new highs. So QRVO is another one that I'm watching. Very simple, just looking for a breakout above this downtrend line on stronger volume. We would like to see volume above this 1.5 average for the day. So I'm looking for a move above this 183 level with strong volume, and then a possible retest of the highs if we could continue its strength off the breakout. Yeah, very simple. That's what I'm looking for, just a breakout above the 183 level, which coincides with the downtrend line. And the next stock I'm watching is SEC Limited. So C Limited is has been pretty weak lately with the rest of the growth names, but like I said, after its strong run up, can't really blame it. But now with NASDAQ possibly setting up for another run, I do want to be positioned in kind of some beaten down names to see if we could continue its strength and give us more of a high reward, low risk type entry. So SE is another one I'm looking for. Strong estimates for future growth, as well as the fact that it's now a 6-headed monster is what I'm hearing. Just looking to break out above this this little wedge setup here, above this 215 level is what I really want to see to get back above this 10 EMA, which has been short-term resistance. If we could get back above this, obviously with the NASDAQ strength, then I think this could really continue its move back above, the 250s, 260s, and essentially retest this prior highs after a couple weeks, months, of course. Obviously, this is a stock I would own long term, so I don't mind holding it longer, even if the setup isn't completely there. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. Just a break above that 10 EMA, just to show that there is some strength and some buyers in this stock. So as long as the NASDAQ can continue its strength and possibly get above that 50-day moving average I was speaking about earlier, then I would really get aggressive in SE, mainly due to the fact that I would love to own this long term. So yeah, that's really what I'm looking for. And the next stock I'm watching is Snapchat. All right, so for Snapchat, what we're really looking for is, I already kind of drew it out, basically that double bottom pattern. The first stages already occurred as we had that March 5th lows, rallied, pulled back below the March 5th lows, and then now we're rallying back above it. Nice little undercut to get rid of all those buyers that had their stops around that 51 level, shook them out, and then now we're looking to basically rally back above. So you can do these in two different ways. How I would do it is basically by following Jesse Livermore's method of the shakeout plus 3. So basically we get a shakeout below that 51 level, $3 above that $51 level. So since the level of the lows is 51, get a shakeout below it, and then plus 3 of those lows. So 54 would be basically where you're looking to enter. Obviously you want to see strength with it. You want to see good volume. Also you want to see the overall market continue its sign of strength with the S&P and the NASDAQ as well. If we could get that, that's when I'm going to be looking to enter around that $54 level to continue this double bottom. And then if it continues to form out this double bottom pattern, we obviously want to see a breakout above this $65 level, which is the actual pivot of the double bottom. If we get above it on nice volume, then the pattern is confirmed. So that's where I'm looking for. First off would be the 54 level. And then if the strength continues, the demand of the stock continues, we want to see a breakout above that 65 level on volume as well. That's where I'll be looking to add to my position if I begin a position at the 54 level. Obviously, if the market continues its strength, and like I said, the stock shows strength. That's it. Very simple. I love double bottom patterns, and I'm going to be looking to execute on this one as long as it meets my standards. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the next stock I'm watching is SWKS, Skyworks Solutions. So SWKS is another stock in the semiconductor space. Like I said, same thing as previous with QRVO, AVGO, and AMAT. SWKS is setting up this downtrend line breakout. It got through its 50-day, 10 EMA, and 21 EMA all in one day on Friday on pretty decent volume. So that's exactly what you want to see. Now we're just looking for a breakout above this downtrend line. Already basically hit it around the 182, 183 level. So we're just looking for a move above the highs of Friday, 182.60. So essentially 183 is what I'm looking for. If we can continue with volume, and then yeah, that's how I'm just looking for it. Breakout above that 183 level, get in, see if we can retest those highs. Very simple what I'm doing for those semiconductor stocks that I'm watching. And the last stock on my list is Wayfair Inc. So with Wayfair, this has been a stock that has been setting up for the past couple of months, around 7 to 8 months if I'm not mistaken. Has this nice little U-shaped pattern, finding support at the 200 moving average. It looks even better on the weekly chart here. Take a look, strong run up, nice little U-shape, and looks to be breaking out any day now, as long as the market can show signs of strength. I believe this one can really run. If we take a look at the volume has been drying up the past few weeks. Right before breakouts, exactly what you want to see. So now we're just looking for a move above that 348 level and close above that 350 level to get in and make new highs and break out above this U-shaped pattern. Very simple. I'm really looking for a move above that 348 level and then another above that 350 level, and we would love to see it close above that 350 level. If we see here on Tuesday, we had a good breakout. We actually hit the 350s level, but the market was overall very weak, so we actually closed near the lows of the day and then pulled back, found support at the 21 EMA, and now looking to retest those highs to see if we could break out. So very simple. I'm just looking for a breakout above that 348 level and see how we act from there. That's how I'm going to be entering it. But other than that, that's all for today. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I always say, if you did like the video, please hit that like button, share with your friends and family. Any support I get would really help me out. Do appreciate all you guys that watch my videos and show love. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Other than that, let's have a great week. Good luck and take care.